Hey everyone, so I want to share with you here some eBay sales I made over the last few days on eBay here. So let's go talk about them. So as here, the last sale I made was on the 18th of May, which is Sunday. I did not sell anything on Monday here. I had no sales on Monday, absolutely none on Monday. And I made a sale today on eBay here. So I'm gonna share with you what it is here and an update on the auctions. The first sale is a Briggs & Stratton 592-645 cylinder assembly reed. And I put reed in the title because this cylinder assembly, I basically sold it, but I sold it just for the bare cylinder assembly. I didn't sell it for any of the parts attached to it. I said that the parts attached to it were as is condition. It's only sold for the cylinder assembly. All the other parts are as is, basically as is condition. The cylinder assembly is the only thing I can guarantee, that is usable, And I did that, sold it for $20.89 free shipping. It's not worth a ton, but I'm going to make about $8.50 profit on it, so not too shabby. That's after the promoted listings fee and the eBay selling fee, so that's not too shabby. And then I sold a Briggs & Stratton dipstick and oil filler tube assembly. This was not the exact same one that I sold earlier, but it was the exact same part numbers for the dipstick, the oil filler tube assembly for the oil filler tube, the dipstick, and the dipstick and oil filler tube assembly combined. This ended up selling for $6.79 free shipping. Again, I'm not gonna make high profit on this one. I did get it for free. So it's not too bad though. Since I got for free, none that I'm selling for this price, I'm not too bad. You know what I mean? So $5.30. So I got this not for free, but it was off a lawnmower that I put out, a Craftsman. I put out a lawnmower, the first lawnmower, the Briggs & Stratton engine. The second lawnmower was a Craftsman lawnmower, but it had the Briggs & Stratton engine. The second one, the first one, was one with an electric starter on it, and it was a lot newer one, and it was one with a key switch electric starter. So you can start with the key electric starter. It was a key start electric starter one. Or you could basically run off gas if you pulled it, I believe too. But yeah, this one is one that's just gas only one, so it's not bad though at all. It's not as valuable as the first $5 push more a lot of money put out, but it's still good push more, or a push more. The seller, the person I bought from the garage sale called it, but it's a walk behind lawnmower is what it's officially called. So I'm not too sure. It's actually one of those things I listed on Sunday. I listed the gas fuel tank on Sunday. I started putting it out late Sunday night, Sunday evening. I should say Sunday evening. I didn't find any time to put it out, and then So I put it out Sunday evening. And then I parted that out in the dipstick. Can I upload to this Sunday? I parted both them parts out. And then on yesterday I listed the door housing and recoaster, air filter basing cover, and the blade adapter. I listed both of them yesterday. So I was happy. Today I didn't have any time to really list anything, but I did end up, and I also got my puzzle action in the morning ready to list later in the day on auction, and I listed it for started at 99 cents, and it's at $16 free shipping though. I wanted it just gone, so that's why I listed it free shipping, because I figured 99 cents free shipping. You know, you'll get the gimme bids more easier than you will if it's at, say, 99 cents plus cost of shipping. Because some people factor in the cost of shipping. Some people just see, like, oh, hey, it's at 99 cents. And they don't realize it's at, like, 99 cents, say, plus $10 shipping, which makes it $10.99. Some people don't realize that. Some people do. You know? It just depends. So I ended up listing it. I ended up listing it as a 99 cents free shipping. That's what I do with my auctions, because I know people are going to. Some people look at the price, some don't. They just look at not the plus shipping, they just look at the regular price before shipping. So I just thought, okay, that's fair. Fine. Listed as. And I listed just as 99 cents free shipping. That's what I've done for the past, for a while. So I've done some that are 99 cents plus shipping. Some auctions I can get away with doing the plus shipping on. But a lot of them I just do the free shipping. And it worked because of that, And yeah, I have that. It is just, and then yeah, you can see I did have really good pictures, like good description. The same. And yesterday I went all the way up to 1150, and then the green Shirley one bid, or I should say, excuse me, G for 12, 7137 Karen bid multiple times. So I was at 99 cents from G for 12, and 7137 Karen. But all that to $11, and I put G412s at $11.50. That was G412's max bid, and 7137 Karen bid. Like, they must have had Alice pick which bid you want, and that Karen picked the max. So 3 picked 6, then picked 8, then picked 11, and then G412 bid 15 as max. Green Shirley 1 bid 14 as a max. Pink got outbid, and bid 16. That as a max, as you can see, because Green Shirley, or either Green Shirley 1's max is 16, or just in the lead because it's $2, 157, bid 16, and they want to bid any higher. Because it was at 15.50, so $2, 167, 57. Could bid just the minimum bid to, like, put in their bids and offers list, and so they can view back at it, or simply just put on the watch list. And yeah, and what I did is I actually fixed the listing. As you can see here, I had 4 300, and they did 4 500 for X500. People can see that I like, if they go down and scroll, they can see I accidentally fixed it, Plus people can tell I accidentally 4x300, 4x300, and then you can see oops, I actually fixed it wrong. This one, I don't know what happened here. Why it did it again with the old listing, and then the new listing in. You know what I mean? I don't know why on that one. That was just like a glitch, eBay glitch or whatever. People can see that, but yeah, it doesn't hurt because I had 2 watchers. and I got down to I was at 2 watchers, I'm at 4 watchers. And then yeah, after I did that, it was actually at, you know, 2 dogs, 157. But actually after I fixed it, the listing. So yeah. So not too, it's not too shabby, you know. I'm happy, you know, with the listing, the price it's at right now. I am happy there. And then I also have another auction that I'm running. This is for an official OEM white Microsoft Xbox 360 PC wired controller, tested working read. There is some wear on thumbsticks, as you can see right there, and like it needs to be cleaned up a bit. There's some damage to RB button. It's hard to see in the pictures, but there is some damage to it. I end up listing that name and cents free shipping. And I did have the last controller too, the wired one. Or I should say the wireless one, not the wired one. The wireless one. And it got a good amount of watchers on it too. It got like 15 watchers. But that one was at like a little bit of a higher price early on in the auction. You know, and then it Saturday, and I want to say it, yeah, it did. Yeah, like 5 days into it. That was 5 days ago. With like a couple days left in the auction, and it was already at $12. You know. You know. So a couple days into it, was already at $8. And then it was 10, like 4 days into it. So about 5 days into it, it was $12. It was like $10.50. A few days, like 4 days into it. Well, so like 4.5 days into it. So this one's actually a lot lower, and it only had 15 watchers at the end of it. This one has 16. It does have some damage to the RB one a little bit right there. It's hard to see in the pictures, but it does. Right there, right. Like right there. Try to zoom in on it. And then, yeah, you can see right there, it needs to be cleaned up. Like some yellowing right there on it. It needs to be cleaned up. You can see like the wire right there. It's not in like perfect condition. I sold it because the thumbsticks weren't the RB button, the damage didn't matter too much for me. I wasn't like playing games where like I needed like a clean RB button, but it was like, you know, a good perfectly working RB button. And I had some wireless controllers if I wanted that. So I'm like, okay, I'll sell it then. The thumbstick was getting a little worn out. But I'm like, I'll sell it now because the thumbsticks are getting worn out. But then I bought this new controller, wired controller. And I figured I'd sell this on auction. At least get some of my money back for the wireless controller I bought. And then this wired controller. Get some money. You know, I'll pay whatever it is for it. And the profit I make after the fees and the shipping cost. Either the regular eBay listing fee and the shipping cost. And then if it sells me, I promote my auctions on promo listing. But all of the auctions I've been running on eBay, that since you can do eBay like standard promotions. Before it was only like you had to pay like $1.99, $2.99 or some price based off the category. Roll for 7 days. And I'm like, no, But this way you can do the 2.5% promoted, but it's paid for if the winning bid is placed through a promoted listings view, like maybe the original either the winning bidder placed a bid on promoted listings, or like watched it through promoted listings and won. It's one of those things, you know, and it's one of those. That's what happens, I believe, you know. But I really haven't had an auction in a while that ended via promoted, or that like the winning bidder was promoted. You know, I haven't had that in like a while. I mean, I have had it before, but not like, it doesn't really usually happen though for me. But I use the promoted listings, the 2.5% promoted, like I do my regular buy it now promoted, you know, to my benefit, because, you know, in this auction, 140 views. Like, yeah, I have 120 organic views, 12 promoted. I'll take those 12 promoted views and I'll use it to my advantage on the auction. But, you know, I really, and plus a lot of these people on eBay, you know, a lot of people, they sort by promoted lowest price plus shipping, like lowest, no price. They sort by lowest price on eBay. That factors in if you do free shipping or you charge for shipping. You know, fact combines all that in, and they search for like that absolute lowest price. You know what I mean? They'll search for the absolute lowest price on eBay, and they'll actually bid on it. You know, or if it's an auction, or buy it if it's a buy it now. You know. So that's what I do. That's I'm assuming why, because it's so cheap, $4.25. Like, if it sold for this exact price, $4.25 free shipping, I'd actually lose money. I mean, I'm just calling it like a break. I'm calling my buy cost like nothing, because honestly I don't remember when I paid for the controller. You know, if I got it when I bought my Xbox 360, you know, back an Xbox 360 back again. You know, because I got back into Xbox 360, you know, for some time off. You know, like I got it from there, or I bought it on somewhere. I really don't remember, honestly. So I'm just calling it nothing, no buy cost. But I would basically be losing money on even if it's sold without promoted listings, no promoted listings fee, just regular standard eBay listings fee with the store subscription and the shipping cost through eBay, because you get a cheaper rate through eBay than you do buying at the post office, using eBay's discounted shipping rates that they pass on to you as seller to the sellers. And they do that, and eBay has to negotiate a rate for shipping with USPS, UPS, FedEx, and they negotiate cheaper rates. That's because, like, and the reason of it is because, you know, sellers, like people that, like Amazon, like businesses, actually make up the majority of, like, USPS, UPS, FedEx revenue for shipping. They actually do. I mean, yes, there's a lot of people out there. Yes. Yes. UPS, like the returns, like UPS returns, like returns on like businesses that people do. UPS, like USPS, FedEx. Yes, there are business, like a lot of customers returns through those methods, and then like that shipping company actually gets money on the package to send it back, you know. But you make money that way, and then make money when it gets sent out, you know. So it's like a win-win, right? You know, and they do that, and like the people, many times people are actually like sending like items like through the post office at are people who like either A, you don't know, you can print out like label, like don't know how to print labels online, and they have like, and they sell stuff on like the internet, you know, or like don't have like a printer, you know, like or don't know how to, don't have a printer, if their printer stops working, you know, and don't know you can do like the QR code options, you know, but there should be no absolutely any circumstance that even as like a regular consumer, you ship stuff through the post office, through UPS, through FedEx. There should be no way. You know, I mean, Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is with FedEx, but Pirate Ship is UPS and USPS. United States Post Service, which is post office, and UPS. Actually, got for both, you know. So, either UPS and USPS. So it's like if you're a regular consumer, like ship out Christmas packages or packages for people that you know that live like far away for like birthdays for people or for like Christmas, there should be no way and absolutely nothing to do. And if you ship out like and I think like stamps.com, you actually get like cheaper rates on like stamps and stuff like that. If you're a big business or a place that does that, you ship enough with stamps. You know, you ship a bunch of things with stamps. You actually get a cheaper rate with stamps. On stamps, you know. I believe you can. There should be no way, any way, that, you know, ship stuff like at the post office, or you get pay full rates or on anything. Like if you have to pay for the return shipping on an item on the internet, you know, you either buy the label through like eBay or through like a website that gives you discounted shipping, you know, that's what you do, you know, buy a website that like Pirate Ship that gives you discounted shipping, or you buy it straight to like eBay or Amazon or a website that gives you discounted shipping, because no way you should pay full price for shipping in any circumstance ever anymore nowadays, you know. So see, I'm just saying, that is kind of foolish. But, I mean, it is what